Alrighty, so if you're here today, it means that you're having troubles installing mods onto 2K25. And I'm here to help you guys out with the dummy down version of it. Because I, as you guys, am a dummy. And I struggled, I spent maybe about 2, 3 days trying to figure this out, and even I'm still grasping at it, but I've got like how to get the character models and stuff in. I haven't figured out the themes, move sets, call names, or anything like that. So this one is strictly going to be character mods. And if it's something else, if you guys want me to cover like entrances or like move sets, GFXs, themes, and all that stuff, let me know down below, and I will definitely look into getting that up as soon as possible. So let's say that, and okay, so before we begin, I want to mention make sure you have the official game, not the pirated version. I've seen that there is a good chunk of people that are using the pirated version and try to get mods on it, and I will guarantee you that you might be lucky and you might get it to work, but more than likely you're not gonna get it to work. So just buy the actual version off Steam. It does go on sale, so maybe wait for a sale, or if you're really desperate, just buy full price, right? Secondly, you want to be a part of there's the Pro Wrestling Mods Patreon, okay? And you can just have the all elite version because you want to have that access to Discord and the early mods. So I would say you would have this and for the tools. So have the Pro Wrestling Mod Patreon and then also be a part of the Tribute Modding Tools Patreon because we are going to use Tribute, Cakeview, Cakehook, right? So when you're a part of the Patreon, right? Here we have the Tribute Patreon. These are the official releases, so you want to always grab the latest ones and kind of read through what they have posted here. This very, very useful information, and if you're ever unsure, go to the Modding Help 25 page right here, and someone will definitely help you out. Like for me, for instance, I spend maybe a good chunk of my time here, and I had great people in this community help me out and figure this out. So, and I know they'll probably do the same for you guys. And then you also want to be a part of the official Pro Wrestling Mod Patreon because you will need access to the tools over here of Cakehook and Cakeview, wherever it is. Well, I'll just find it like this. So Cake View. There you go. So you'll need Cakehook and Cakeview. And so those are the things that you're gonna need, for sure. You could definitely try to run this off the free version of Tribute, but I would recommend just paying the $6 and getting on the official Tribute Patreon so you can get like the updates and everything like that. It's probably your best case scenario. So once you have all that stuff installed, right, it'll be cooked like you'll have to extract it, right? So I would extract it and place it on your desktop. You will want to take Cakehook. You would want to open up Cakehook, copy these two, and you would want to copy it. Sorry, I should have been a little more prepared for this. You will want to copy this into wherever your Steam library, where your directory is for 2K25. So for most of the people, it will be in your local disk, your program files, your Steam apps, then common, then 2K25, and you'll just want to paste it in here. So you can see I already have mine in here, so I'm not going to do it again. So I have my plugins, and this din file. You can see it right here as well. So you're going to copy these two in here. It's necessary that you do this. This is a step you cannot forget to do. Once that is copied, and when it comes to mods as well, sorry, like I'm gonna go back to these Patreons. Like both these Patreons have mods for you guys to download off. So the official mod releases, from Joe Mashups and stuff like that. So you will get a mod from here, or you can get it from the Pro Wrestling Mods uh, page as well over here. Or sorry, not over here. From over here, you can get the mods from here. Um, if you're depending on if you're doing a 2K25, 2K24 one. If it's 2K24 and older games, you're gonna have to format them into 2K25 eligible files, which is pretty simple as well, and I will go over that in the end because it takes nothing more than like a minute. So let's just say, for example, I already have a wrestler in mind. Like I already downloaded him. I have everything prepared. But just for the sake of, let's say I want to do this Jeff Hardy, right? So I will download the Jeff Hardy. So I'll just kind of run through it, like how it would work. Um, so you click download, and it will prompt you up to this. But you click download, and it would automatically begin to download, and you will then extract it. And what I like to do is that I like to make folders. So I go to my documents, and over here I have I made this folder right here, WWE 2K25 mods, right? And in here I have my mods, and I'll extract it into over here. So then I kind of have an idea like what my mods are. So I have this Jeff Hardy mod that I did earlier, or I just did right now, and here is the attires and the model itself. You will also need a render. So again, Patreon or these Discord servers are going to be your best bet. You'll go to renders, and you'll just press Control F, and you search up the name, so Jeff Hardy, and boom, here are a bunch of renders that you can just download, and make sure they are in DDS format, or else they will not work. So once you have that all set up, then what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to open up Tribute. Again, like I mentioned earlier, make sure you extract all these files, right? Cakehook is the only one that you're gonna put into the directory, right? Next up, you're gonna open up Tribute. And over here, you're just not going to touch anything, and you're just going to go into Tribute 25. Okay, then something will prompt you to press yes, and then over here you go to create characters. Now, in all cap locks, if it's just a first name wrestler, or like let's just say it's like, I don't know, like off the top, I can't even remember. Like let's just say it's Andrade, right? Like you just put Andrade, and you don't need to put space or anything like that. But since we're using Jeff Hardy and he has two names, so you're going to put Jeff and then Hardy. You're not going to put a space. In the roster name, you're going to put Jeff Hardy. Entrance, same thing. Match name, same thing. And then social tags, so this is where I kind of, you just Google, and then you find his Twitter. Okay, then okay, Jeff Hardy brand, it's a capital. So you want to make it as authentic as you can. So you go Jeff Hardy brand. And then I also like to use the Wikipedia for, other information that we will need. So for example, we're going to need his weight in centimeters, right? So over here, it states that we need it in centimeters, so make sure we do it in centimeters. If you get the free tribute, it's going to ask you in feet and inches, I think. But in the paid tribute, you're going to be asked in centimeters. It'll be 185 centimeters, right? So you're going to put 185 centimeters. And in the weight, we can see over here that he's 225 pounds, so we put 225. And it's automatically been pounds. In weight class, Jeff Hardy is like light heavyweight. He's like a high flyer, but he's kind of turned into a striker more recently. So I'll kind of do striker here. And this is stuff you can figure out down the road. Like even I haven't even figured this out yet, but I know you can like kind of figure out a way where you can have them address him as Jeff, like Mike Rome will be like Jeff Hardy, you know what I mean? But for hometown ID, you're gonna go back to your tribute folder that we loaded tribute from earlier. From here, you're gonna go to Help Files, then 2K24, and then hometown IDs. Okay, and this will give you a list of numbers and cities and stuff like that. So then here you go, Control F, and then we know Jeff Hardy's from Cameron, North Carolina, so we'll put Cameron, and we'll see what pops up. Boom, perfect. So we got Cameron, North Carolina at a 121. So we go back to Tribute, and in hometown ID we put 121. We won't need this now, so we can close this. And the rest of this stuff, again, this is something I don't know myself yet, so this is just, like I said, this is for the character itself. Then over here in character folder, this is where you're going to be your model, right? So like I said, make sure you create, somewhat organized so it's easy for you to understand or to find stuff, right? So over here I have my 2K25 mods. I have my Jeff Hardy blue and yellow, that's the one I downloaded. Then I click on this one as well because this is mod. And then here we have the base and stuff. So from here, you don't click on anything, you keep it like this. So you want to open up your thing, you open it up, and then you leave it at here. When you see alter tires and base models, you leave it. You select the folder. Now you can see it's in here. Render, same thing. I have this saved in my pictures. I have a renders template, and over here I have this render that I downloaded earlier. So we click this in DDS format, by the way, and the render is here now. Now we're going to create a slot. It takes a second to generate. Be patient here over here. So it's going to give us a number right here, 1503. What I like to do, I like to have an Excel document, so I kind of have like an idea of like if I want to remove these mods, I can easily do it on the road, right? So 1503 is Jeff Hardy, and we'll just write it out, Jeff Hardy, blue. I am so dumb. Blue and yellow. I don't know why this took me a while to do. So now we know if I want to ever remove them, I can just remember the ID is 1503 and it'll just do it by itself. So this part is done now, right? So we have completed the tribute portion of this. So we'll close tribute here, we'll close tribute here, and we can close this. Next, we have to open up Cakeview. This is going to be very important because if you mess this up, then it probably won't work. Okay, so you open up Cakeview, Cakeview releases, and you go to Cakeview right here. Okay, this one. Double click it, you open it up. Now, if it's your first time using Cakeview, you're going to have to go into your settings, configuration, and you want to go to the right here. You're gonna double click it, blah 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 blah, and you're gonna go to where your game is or where it's located at. So it'll be in your local disk, your program files, Steam, apps, common, the game, and this right here. It'll be this. Make sure it is this, okay? Once you have that done, and even here, make sure that it's preset to 2K25, not 2K24, because it will be like that as well. Then you click OK, it will save, and then you're going to go New Bake. Okay, this is very, 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 very important. In New Bake, you're going to click on these three dots. It'll prompt you to your like this or whatever, however you have it set up. And I have it where it's Tribute 25, Bake Me. That's it. Bake Me. And then you click Select Folder. And then as a target name, you're gonna select or you're gonna type it in as Bake Me. The one time you do it is like gonna save afterwards, so like you have to like do this every single time. But you want to make sure that this remains as Bake Me, and then you select Bake. You have to give some time, and then now it's gonna be directly baked successfully to Bake Me. Now you click OK, then you can close this, and you can close Cake Me, and now we will open it up, and hopefully we do see it in here. If you have a quicker setup, it'll be faster. Mine takes a little bit longer, maybe because of the wallpaper I have set up. I don't know. So now we just give it a second over here. Yeah, so it's loading up and mentions over here Cakehook log. I don't think that really matters. So we're gonna skip through this right here. You're gonna press any button, okay, and here we are. We're in the play menu. So just to check, we're gonna go in here, and we're gonna go up and find our J. I know there's other ways and I'm just on mouse or on my keyboard, so it's a little bit harder for me to like navigate through. I don't really use this at all. So we're gonna go up to our J's, and it should be over here. Boom, there we have it. We have Hardy right here. We can confirm it, and we'll just quickly load into something just to show off the model itself, to show that it is integrated into the system. So I'll show the entrance a little bit. Like the entrance is not going to be what you want it to be. It's something you're going to have to go in and change yourself. So there is the model itself. You can see him in all his glory, and you can see right there I just had the social media tags and everything like that. And like I said, right there is at Cameron, North Carolina. You heard that too. And there you go. There's the model in game. You can see in the bottom left, he's there. It works. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward. It's make sure that like when you are like doing this, that like you take your time, like, and you gotta make sure that everything is in the right folder. It's like, it can't be out of place. And don't like if you're gonna watch another tutorial, don't watch Squared One Greats or like the guy that does the mods for 2K. Don't watch his tutorial. That's the one that I used initially, and I think that really messed me up. And but I'm telling you, like I'm telling you, join the Patreons. Like join the Patreons. Like Tribute, like I'm Canadian, and it's $6 Canadian. Pro Wrestling Mod is I just had the elite one. That's $12 Canadian. $20 a month. Like if you want to do all this mod, just pay that $20 a month. And get the best. Get the best out of it, right? Like I'm telling you, this community is wonderful. Like they've helped me out like so much. Like just kind of figure this stuff out, and they're pretty active. So yeah, like I'm telling you, like it's pretty straightforward. It's really not that hard. Um, but I can see where it can be challenging because that's where I struggled myself. I know I mentioned earlier that if we're not doing two, because you can also port 24, 23, 22 mods. So like let's just say for an example, like we want a 24 mod, right? Like let's just for shits and giggles, like I did a Will Ospreay one, right? But just just for the sake of it, let's just say we want to do like I don't know, like trying to find a wrestler that like um that's not in the game. Um, okay, let's just say we want to do like Lord Tensai, right? For an example, like let's give it a second to load. It'll be the same thing. You'll download it, and instead of putting it into your like folder that you designated for 2K25 mods, just put it somewhere else, and then open up Cakeview again, and you're gonna go up down here to model format. You're gonna open model format up, and you're gonna have a target folder, which is gonna be the folder that you have that 24 mod in, and the output folder is gonna be where you're gonna want it afterwards. So for me, I'll show you guys what I did. I did it like this, where I have a Will Ospreay folder. So see, you can see right here, Ospreay 2K24. So I had to convert into here, and it turned into this. And like how I said before, like when we do the tribute portion of it, just like that. Like same thing, and it works perfectly fine. Um, yeah. So I would recommend again, join the Discords. I can't stress that enough. Like they're gonna be the best tools for you guys to use at your disposal. Like YouTube videos, as helpful as they are, they'll get you as far as they can really, and it's just gonna come down to people who can kind of guide you through it. And these guys are wonderful at it. Like I said, like you're gonna need all this sort of stuff over here to kind of like keep up with it. Because when there's updates, there's gonna be other updates, and like for me, like, I'll give you guys an example. Like I was struggling today with getting my Penta DLC working, and I went to the community and they helped me, like, because there was an update that I was missing. Like a single update can like ruin the experience, right? So like I can't stress it enough. Join the chords. I will link, if I remember, I will try to link it in the description to the best of my, like, if I could remember. But if not, like, leave a comment and I can help you guys out as well. I have no issue in that either. Um, and yeah, like, I'll figure out the GFX, themes and stuff like that as well. And, if that's something that, you guys want to see, like, let me know and I would helpfully, oh, sorry, I will be more than happy to oblige. So, I know it's a little different to see on my channel when other people see this, but yeah, I felt like this is something I needed to do because it's something I needed. I was desperately trying to find something like this, and even in the community, I was looking at people were having the same problem. So, I hope this helps. And my comments, leave a comment, and I'll be active to respond. I want to help you guys as soon as possible too. So until next time, see ya.